In Imperial County could be going back to school despite still being in the worst here in California. Alexandra Rangel joins us from Imperial County with an update on where the coronavirus stands. Alex.
Local schools are eligible for a waiver that would allow them to conduct in-person learning, but according to the Imperial County Health Department, no school has applied yet. The waiver would allow grades TK through 6 to reopen with modifications. This for educators would essentially mean they acknowledge COVID but are agreeing to the risk.
The state waiver process requires that they submit a plan to the local health department, which we then have to approve, and then we submit that to the state, and assuming that they're in agreement with it, then they're allowed, and it's only allowed K through 6.
Despite the opportunity available to school districts, it seems like schools aren't ready to make the big switch. Imperial County remains in the worst tier. The waiver would allow schools to bypass some of the health regulations that are advised.
We've not pursued the waiver. You know, the idea behind the waiver is that you're making the request essentially to be exempt from some of the the health standards and some of the practices that, at least in my opinion, help to keep students and staff healthy.
Other districts like Calexico also announced that they had no plans to apply for the waiver due to current health concerns. However, the Brawley School District says they are looking into starting in-person instruction for cohort classes in the coming weeks.
And so we're gearing up for what is allowed without a waiver, and that is where you can identify some pre-identified groups of students and start bringing them in for in-class instruction.
Only 2 cohorts have been identified for special day class students. The district says any decision to bring students back on campus will be done gradually. The waiver only applies to elementary schools. Junior high and high schools aren't eligible to reopen until Imperial County moves up in a tier. Reporting in Imperial County, Alexandra Rangel.